the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. I wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes. Until winter comes.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. So today we are going to talk seeds. So I have been getting a lot of questions on what seeds to plant in our zone 9A. It used to be zone 9B, so now we're in zone 9A. And the mosquitoes are so stinking bad right now. And so, yeah, just having to deal with these mosquitoes so early. All right, so yeah, I've been getting a lot of questions on what to plant in our zone, and I am no expert as to what seeds to start and things like that, but I have been very successful in the seeds that I have started and have really paid attention to. I still am working on getting some cauliflower. I still have not conquered that, and pumpkins, and that could be because of the seasons that I'm growing in, and I'm still learning. But what I do know is that you can start some broccoli. You can start some broccoli indoors right now. I did start broccoli in the garden beds, but I could have started it back in October and I didn't. And if I had started it back in October, like maybe August, somewhere around there, August, September, October, then I probably could have gotten a few heads of broccoli right now. But I'm gonna sow these broccoli so that way I can get some broccoli in the springtime and yeah, in early summer. So what I have going is I have some purple broccoli right here. And also what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about seeds as well. So this one I got from our local nursery, Botanical Interest. And in this package, it's $4.29 in our area for 10 seeds. And so I really do like going through the catalog because, for example, if I were to buy that particular seed in a catalog, now yes, it's for, you know, obviously for an abundance, right? So when you're buying seeds from a catalog, you're obviously buying it for an abundance. But here it is, the purple or burgundy broccoli. That one for 250 seeds, I will be buying that for $9.55. So this is why I prefer going through a catalog. Now, it's not always this way. Sometimes you can get discounts and things like that from the stores if you buy them early in the season, or if they're going out of season or whatever, then sometimes you can find them on sale. But I prefer buying them from catalogs, and I've been learning that if you buy from the catalogs, you get a lot more seeds for your dollar. So I have a bunch of tabs here of all the seeds that I am going to purchase, some more burgundy broccoli and things like that. So I'm going to do one row of, or one container of this purple broccoli, and then I'm going to do another container of this green broccoli right here. And this one is, I don't even know how to pronounce the name. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to sow these seeds, and I'm going to put them inside so that way they can germinate inside, and then when it comes ready in March to plant them outside, then we're going to go ahead and transplant them outside. All right, so then I have some cauliflower here. Now I have planted cauliflower before, and I've popped it right into the garden bed and have zero success. So I am this time going to plant them in a container, and these containers are containers that I've gotten from nurseries, where I buy the little container of flowers, and instead of getting rid of them, I save them for this kind of project. So I'm going to do that, some cauliflower right there. I'm also going to do some cilantro by Burpees, and some eggplant. Eggplant and peppers are something that you definitely need to start the seeds early, because it takes a little bit longer for them to germinate. So I'm going to do that, and then probably in February, sometime February, I'm going to start doing the tomatoes and cucumbers and things like that. But the cucumbers, I've noticed, do really well if I just start them right in the garden bed. And so I could start them a little bit earlier and put them inside, which will do just fine, but you know, whatever is the easiest. So with the broccoli, I just dropped 3 seeds in there because they're super tiny, and I just make a little indentation. And my seed starting mix, I just bought a huge bag, and this is my 3rd season using it for starting seeds, so it's lasted me a long time. Now, I'm not doing a huge mass production, but it is quite a bit. I am filling up quite a few garden beds. I believe we have 15 garden beds, 4 by 8. So that is a lot of garden beds to put. Now, I just had a plastic bag. So I bought these containers from the local hobby store, and along with little jewelry bags like this, so I could store my seeds. I feel like I'm getting eaten by these mosquitoes, but I think they're just doing flyby. So that way, when I store them, they don't get wet or do anything like that. Because in the very beginning, when I first started gardening, what I would do is I would just put them in a coffee can. And then some of them would spill out of their bags. And so at the bottom of the coffee can, I had a ton of little seeds at the bottom that I had no idea what they were. All right, so here we go. So here's the purple broccoli, and we only got a couple of these. So we're just gonna try to do like maybe a couple in each hole. And because they're small, you don't have to make the hole very deep. And when I first started doing this, I had no idea what I was doing. I planted so many things at such the wrong time. The first time I started planting things, I just bought bags of soil. And I also have a labeler somewhere around here that I have to label these. Matter of fact, let me go grab that real fast. All right, so I do have my tags, but I'm missing my marker. All right, so I'm definitely gonna have to mark this, because if I don't, I'm gonna completely forget. So I know this one's the purple broccoli. All right, so I bought these tags also from Amazon, a huge bag. I think it was like over 1,000 of them, and which was really inexpensive. And I did, when I first started gardening, I went online and I bought a ton of these 1040 trays that are like the black trays you could fill up with water, so you could bottom water your seeds, which I found out is the best way to water your seeds so you don't dislodge them. Oh my god, these mosquitoes. So here is the cauliflower, and this is by Fairy Morse. So I'm going to do the same thing. They're like the same size as the broccoli, and it's not that hard. You just make a little indentation. And right now, our house stays pretty warm. Usually I would keep them in our little trailer, but because I don't want to keep that room heated, and I'm just going to put them in the house, because I have been learning to not go overboard on the seeds. Before, I would plant every single seed. I had no idea in the very beginning. So in the very beginning, I would plant seeds and I would just plant the whole package. And so John thought I was nuts because I was planting so many seeds and I had 0 garden space and I had 0 space to store them, and I used so much money buying bags of soil because I had to up pot them because I started them so early. So now I've learned which seeds I could start early and which seeds that I could wait on. And right now these are the seeds that I'm going to start early, so that way we can have them in the springtime. So like early summer, which is when everything starts to really start coming in, like all the cilantro and the tomatoes and peppers, and that's when you want these types of plants to come in. Like when you're doing salsas and things like that, you want to harvest some peppers to put in your salsa. But in the past, what was happening was I would start my peppers kind of late, the same times that I would start my tomatoes, and then I wouldn't have any peppers to put inside the salsas. All right, so last year I only did one eggplant and it did so well, but this year I'm really gonna work on getting my little farmer's license, my farmer's market license, so I could sell some of this produce. And I know that eggplant does really well in our area, so I'm gonna plant 6 rows. Is that right? 1, 2, yeah, 6 plants, which is quite a bit. I'm gonna get quite a bit of eggplant. So that one, let's see what we're using here. We are using the Burpees eggplant. So I am so excited. I'm going to make the jump. I'm going to work on getting our license and things like that. And yeah, start working on getting our business license so we can start selling some of this produce and some of our eggs. And that's another thing, eggs. So I am going to be ordering some more chicks. And how I order my chicks, before I would just order the chicks right from the whatchamacallit, what is it called? From the feed store. You know, when they had a bunch of chicks, I would just order whatever, you know, they were not sexed, it was just whatever they had in stock. And I would just get a whole bunch. And not knowing that some of them might be roosters. And you don't want roosters. Roosters are so mean, and the first time I saw a rooster mate with my chicken, it was horrifying. It was just horrifying because I've never seen that before, and it was like she was getting raped. And so that's just something that I didn't want to see, and he just went around and pulled out all their feathers and did all kinds of things. Now if I wanted more chicks, then yes, and I didn't want to buy them, then yes, I could probably have them that way, but I just didn't like it, and it didn't look like my ladies enjoyed it either. And so from now on, I just don't get roosters. And at first I was thinking about, you know, just recently I was thinking maybe we should get a rooster. And John reminded me of what a hassle it was and how roosters will attack people. And yeah, so I just didn't want to have to deal with that. So no rooster for us. All right, so I am planting some red rocket peppers. Last year I planted so many shishito peppers. I was planting peppers the year before that, just unnecessary peppers that my family did not eat with me. So this year we're just doing 2 plants of the red rocket, 2 plants of a jalapeno by Burpees. The red rocket is by Johnny Selected Seeds, and then we're gonna do, this one is a California Wonder sweet pepper by Burpees. And so all of these are good. Let's see, we should be able to plant these out sometime in March. And then we can succession sow them. If we like them, we could do another set of peppers if we want to. But I think, you know, this is gonna be plenty of peppers for us. So that is all the Burpees. So I gotta make sure I write this down. Oh my gosh, I am gonna forget because I don't have a marker. So this one's gonna be Burpees. And then I'm just gonna have to lay them on here. But yeah, so that is how easy it is. Not much work at all. Just pop the seed right into the soil. And I use a seed starting mix. A lot of people might make their own. I'm not there yet. I still buy my seed starting mix from the seed store, and it's a big bag. It's called, I've had it forever. So it's called E.B. Stone Seed Starting Mix. And what I do is I just put them in a tub, like this hefty tub, because it has a lid, and then I could just seal it, and when I need it I could just use it. So that's how I store my soil, and that's how that's what I do with it. But I need to get some markers so I could write names for all of these. And then as far as the chickens, it's also time to start looking into chickens, because now chicks are starting to come out. And so I go through a company called Stromberg's, and I just get a catalog from them. And I don't know how I found out about Stromberg's. I think I was looking for egg cartons or something like that, and I came across this website. And so they send you catalogs, and in this catalog there's just a plethora of information. So like I said in the beginning, when I first bought my chickens, I would just buy just whatever they had there. But now you can go through and look at all the chickens. These are all the chickens that they sell. They show, let me see, for example, oh, right here, this is one of them that I want to get, is they'll show you like the egg color right there. It'll tell you, like this one's called the Easter egg chick, and it'll tell you how many chicks, how many eggs it'll lay per year. And this one will lay 200 to 280 eggs per year. It'll tell you what color the shell of the egg is. It'll tell you like if it's what size. This one's a medium to large size. And if it's a brooder or not. That means if they like to sit on their eggs, if they're known for that, or if they're active or docile temperament. So there's just so much information that this book gives. If you're unsure as to what chicks to get, this is a great little catalog to get, Stromberg's. And so yeah, they just sent me the 2024, so I've been going through researching that. And then I got the Johnny Selected Seeds catalog, and this is the 2024 seeds. And I have a few other seed catalogs in the house, because once you start buying seeds online, you'll just get a whole bunch of seeds catalogs to choose from. And this just has a plethora of information also. Like I was gonna order some more peppers, but I might order them and then maybe sit on them and wait for next year or something like that. But in some of these, in some of the descriptions of the, let me see, for example, the Supremo. Okay, for this is for cucumbers. The Supremo, this is the description. It's a 55-day till harvest. So let's see, very broad, disease resistant. This high yield pickler produces 3 to 4.5 inch dark green fruits with the classic blocky shape, consistent in quality. The fruits have good flavor and the firm texture needed to make great pickles. So that's kind of nice to have. Our recommended substitute to Max Pack, which is the one that I used last year, or the one that I wanted to get, which is unavailable this season. Okay, so then it tells you the cost. So this package is $5.80 for 250 seeds. And that's not bad. And it just goes up from there, like $11.75 for 1,000 seeds, and go on, so on. But yeah, so it just has a plethora of information. So if you're unsure of what seeds to get and things like that, and you're just wanting to try a few seeds out, maybe you don't want 250 seeds, but at least you want to, maybe you see this in your nursery or something like that, at least you can have an idea of how much seeds are and what you can get. Or maybe if you do like growing and you did have a good time growing a garden, and you just wanted to buy more seeds, I would recommend going to a seed catalog or just look into it. You know, that was my recommendation, because that's what worked for me. So it might not work for you. Maybe you don't want that many seeds, but it worked for me. And I found that seeds, you could store them forever, and they're just not going to go bad as long as you store them in a nice place, a nice kept dry place. All right, so out of the elements. So that is pretty much what we're starting for this this succession of seeds. We're starting some cilantro, eggplant, peppers, cauliflower, and broccoli. And then I am gonna sow some seeds, some lettuce seeds into one of the garden beds along with some carrots. So you can still sow some carrots into the garden. So if you have a nice little fluffy area where you can put some carrot seeds down, you can get some carrots in the springtime. So that is what we're doing here on the farm. Everything is doing really well. Yeah, so now it's time to go inside and start cooking some dinner. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and this encourages you to start some seeds. It's really that easy. Just go. I saw some at the dollar store, which is not a dollar store anymore. It's like $1.25 or something like that. But you can buy a package of seeds and, you know, try out some cucumbers when the time comes. So it's really simple. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoy this, and take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.